Ladies and gentlemen, coin hunters, collectors, and treasure seekers, welcome back to ultra-rare US coins. Today, you are about to witness a journey into the world of hidden wealth, forgotten treasures, and coins that carry stories so powerful they can literally change lives. These are not just old pieces of metal. No, these are historical gems, treasures of America's past, that today command jaw-dropping values in the auction market. What if I told you that right now, in your drawer, in your old coin jar, or even inside the pocket change you once ignored, there could be a treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars waiting silently for you? Yes, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but once revealed in the collector's spotlight, it transforms into a prize, a fortune, a piece of history that can make you feel like you're holding the key to an American treasure chest. Stay with me, because in today's video, we will uncover two breathtakingly rare Lincoln wheat pennies, coins that look simple, even humble, but in reality are priceless treasures in disguise. And by the end of this video, you will see exactly why these coins are shaking up today's auction market and why their values are climbing day by day. So sit tight and let us begin our treasure hunt with our very first coin. Coin number 1. The year was 1946. America was breathing again after the darkness of World War II. Soldiers had returned home, industries were booming, and the Lincoln wheat cent, one of the most iconic coins in American history, was still being struck for the pockets of everyday people. But hidden among the millions produced that year, there exists a coin that stands apart, one that has become a beacon for collectors, the 1946 Lincoln wheat cent without a mint mark. Now, at first glance, it looks just like any other wheat penny. You see Abraham Lincoln's timeless portrait on the obverse, designed by the great Victor David Brenner, the man who left his mark in history with this enduring design back in 1909. On the reverse, those two iconic wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent, a symbol of strength and unity, capturing the spirit of America's heartland. But what makes this coin truly special is not just its beauty, it's the story it carries. This particular 1946 wheat cent comes with no mint mark. That absence, that small missing detail, is what makes collectors' hearts race. You see, no mint mark means it was struck in Philadelphia, the birthplace of America's coins. And Philadelphia coins of this period carry their own legacy, often overlooked, yet hiding extraordinary gems among them. The composition of this cent is classic: 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc, giving it that warm brown tone collectors cherish. Over the decades, these coins aged gracefully, and some developed unique surface features like spots, shades, and toning that turn them into one-of-a-kind works of art. The example we are focusing on today bears brown spots across its surface, a natural patina earned through decades of circulation, enhancing its uniqueness. In fine condition, this coin has an aura, a character, a history, etched in every tiny mark. Now, let's talk about its unique features. Unlike the steel cents of 1943 or the shiny copper coins of later years, the 1946 wheat penny stands as a transition piece. It represents America stepping out of wartime coinage and returning to tradition. That moment in history is captured forever in this small copper disc. The missing mint mark adds to its mystique, making it far rarer than many collectors realize. Coins like this are not often found in circulation anymore. They have been snatched up, hidden away in vaults and private collections, their numbers dwindling year after year. This is where rarity and collector demand take center stage. Every serious collector knows that once a coin becomes scarce, once the market realizes its potential, the value only climbs higher. And right now, in today's auction world, demand for high-quality Lincoln wheat cents is exploding. The 1946 no mint mark penny, especially in fine condition with its natural brown spotting, is not just a collectible. It is an investment, a financial weapon, a treasure chest in your pocket. And here comes the moment you have been waiting for, the current market value. The coin we are spotlighting today is commanding a staggering $59,000 in the auction market. Yes, you heard me right, $59,000. A coin once worth just 1 cent is now worth enough to make you feel like you are holding a fortune in your hand. This is no exaggeration. This is today's reality. The value of this coin is rising day by day. Today, it's $59,000. Tomorrow, it may be even more. Think of it as a treasure map that keeps expanding as collectors battle each other to secure one of these rarest of rare gems. This is not just a coin, it's a story of survival, a slice of history, a treasure that proves the power of patience and rarity. To own this coin is to own a piece of American heritage, a copper link to the past that now shines as a beacon of wealth in the present. Now let's share some tips for collectors. If you ever come across a 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark, don't overlook it. Check its condition carefully. Look at the surface, the details of Lincoln's hair, the sharpness of the wheat stalks. Even in lower grades, this coin holds value, but in fine condition and above, its worth skyrockets. Preserve it, protect it, and if possible, get it professionally graded to maximize its market potential. This is a coin that deserves respect, care, and attention. And in conclusion, friends, the 1946 Lincoln wheat cent without a mint mark is not just another penny. It's a symbol of treasure hunting success, a shining example of how history, rarity, and collector passion come together to create wealth beyond imagination. Remember, every coin tells a story, and this coin's story is one of triumph, mystery, and fortune. Stay tuned, because the next coin in this video might just shock you even more. And remember, here at Ultra Rare US Coins, we bring you the most faithful, trustworthy, and newly updated insights into the treasure-filled world of American coinage. Every day, we uncover something new, something valuable, something that can change your life. Coin number 2. Now, if you thought the 1946 wheat penny was astonishing, wait until you meet the second treasure of today's journey. A coin born in one of the most dramatic years in American and world history, the year 1943, a year when the world was locked in the heat of World War II, when nations were sacrificing everything to secure freedom, and when even the United States Mint had to make extraordinary changes to keep the war effort alive. Yes, friends, this is the 1943 Lincoln wheat cent, without a mint mark, a coin that doesn't just tell a story, it screams history from every single inch of its surface. At first glance, you will notice something different. Unlike the traditional warm copper tones of Lincoln cents, the 1943 penny has a gray, steel-like appearance. That's because, during this wartime year, copper was desperately needed for bullets, shell casings, and other military equipment. The U.S. Mint had no choice but to switch the composition of the cent from copper to zinc-coated steel. That decision gave birth to one of the most unique and iconic chapters in American coinage, the steel cents of 1943. The coin we are focusing on today is a Philadelphia issue, no mint mark, the standard for coins struck in the nation's very first mint. It carries Lincoln's portrait, bold and timeless, on the obverse. The reverse still proudly displays those 2 wheat stalks, but the grayish steel color makes it look unlike any other wheat penny you have seen before. And this particular coin carries brown spots and natural toning across its surface, signs of age that give it authenticity, character, and charm. In fine condition, it has the kind of look that collectors dream about. Not too perfect, but radiating history and truth. Now, let's dive into the unique features that make this coin such a sought-after prize. First, its composition. These steel cents were only struck in 1943, and they stand as the only regular issue U.S. cents ever made from steel. That alone makes them iconic. Second, their rarity. While millions were struck, the years have not been kind to steel pennies. Many rusted away, corroded, or were simply discarded. Those that survive in collectible condition are fewer with every passing year, and those with distinct character, like this one with its natural brown spots, are even more desirable. But what makes this particular 1943 Philadelphia issue so extraordinary is the way collectors view it today. It's not just another steel penny, it's a bridge between history and treasure, between necessity and rarity. When collectors see this coin, they don't just see a cent, they see a piece of wartime America, a coin that literally carries the scars of a nation under strain, and yet it has survived to shine in the present. And here's where rarity and collector demand come into play. For decades, collectors have been obsessed with the 1943 cents. Some hunt for the famous copper eras struck that year, but make no mistake, demand for high-quality steel cents is surging. And why? Because they are iconic, historic, and increasingly difficult to find in fine and above condition. When a coin captures both history and rarity, its demand becomes unstoppable. Now comes the most thrilling part, the current market value. The example we are looking at today, in fine condition with its grey shade and brown spots, is commanding a jaw-dropping $64,000 in today's auction market. Yes, $64,000. Imagine holding a coin that was struck in the darkest days of World War II, made of humble steel, and today it is nothing short of a treasure chest in your hands. This isn't fiction. This isn't exaggeration. This is the truth, and its value is rising day by day. Collectors are battling fiercely for coins like this, and as time passes, the rarity will only grow, driving the value to heights we can barely imagine today. Owning a 1943 wheat cent in this kind of condition is not just a privilege, it's like owning a piece of America's wartime soul. And when that soul carries a market price of $64,000, it feels like you are holding fortune itself. Yes, my friends, it is like having big treasure tucked safely inside your collection. So what are the tips for collectors here? First, always check your 1943 cents. The majority may look common, but condition is everything. Look closely for signs of originality, for natural toning, for the sharpness of design. Coins with authentic wartime wear or unusual features like distinct spotting or patina often become the stars of auctions. Protect them from further corrosion, and if you have one that you believe is special, get it graded. It could be worth far more than you realize. And finally, in conclusion, let me say this. The 1943 Lincoln wheat cent, without a mint mark, is not just another steel penny. It's a monument to history, a symbol of survival, and a treasure in disguise. It represents the ingenuity of a nation at war, and today stands as one of the most valuable and celebrated coins in the world of collectors. So when you see this coin, don't think of it as just steel. Think of it as silver steel turned into solid gold in terms of value. Think of it as a living treasure that proves once again why every coin deserves a second look. And as always, here at Ultra Rare US Coins, you can trust that every story we share is faithful, honest, and updated with the latest truths from the auction market. We're not just sharing coins, we're sharing treasures, stories, and opportunities that could change your life. Stay tuned, because tomorrow we will be back with more treasures, more discoveries, and more updates from the incredible world of ultra-rare US coins.